Hey button pushers, my name is Nick and welcome to Pecaminosa. I have no idea if that's how that's pronounced, but I think it is. This is a Pixel Noir game. Now, if there are two things I love in this world, it's pixel games and it's noir. So, yes. This is a game you play as this fella, who is a disgraced detective who is about to experience the strangest case of his career. And I'm guessing by the blood pouring out of his hand, he's not in for a fun time. Mr. Sousa! Mr. Sousa! I got a lead on Rourke! Lay it on me, kid. I managed to track him down to one of the alleys on Celtic Street. Caught him talking to a couple of shady fellas. Shady fellas? You managed to take a good look at them? Not really, sir. I had to hide. I could only hear him talk. It looks like Rourke's really riled up with you. What do you mean, rolled up? Why? He was shouting something like, "That Chancellor Sousa better stay away from me. I'll knock his melting and kiss him a pair of cement runners." What about the Goombas? They say anything? They were saying something about Charlie's killer being on a drunk rampage. Said you were out to kill him. Kill him? Aye, something real gammy's going on. I got me neck's hair standing straight up. Everyone's on edge right now. I'm guessing the news about Rivera's retirement travelled fast to the Irish neighbourhood. Through a broken telephone. I really tried to find out more at the Thin Lizzy, but no one would talk to me. I was pretty sure I could find him there. Anyway, what's our next step? You did good, kid, but there's more than enough for now. Let the grown-ups take care of the rest. Grown and stupid. You're walking straight into the abyss, mister, but this kid won't let you fall. Go home, Darcy. Don't get any stupid ideas. See you soon, you old loon. Okay. Sounds like I just leveled up. All I gotta do now is press triangle or tab to distribute my skill points. If only it were that easy. Okay. I have 10 points. Life. Like intelligence, force, endurance. That'll do, I guess. Okay. This is very cool. I like this a lot. You heard about that mansion that just showed up in the middle of nowhere? Crikey, no one could believe it. He's been on the sauce. Can't listen to a word he says. Where am I actually meant to be going? There is a diamond on the map. I should probably head in that direction. Okay, I've got my gun out. Oh, no. There we go. I didn't mean to randomly start shooting in the street. So that's the thing I can do. Mammy will fetch you some water soon, dearie. Folks starving here, and that rich Spiro is lining his pockets with casino money. That scumbag. You with the garter? We don't take kindly to your sort around here. Best bagger off before you end up in the boot of a car. I am conscious that most of these people are going to end up with the same voice. These fucking gobshites at Nugget think they're too good for me chips. Scaldy, binliners, the whole lot of them. Okay. Heard that job got banjacks the other day. Yeah? Walsh didn't say nothing about any dogs. Or that bloody pisshead drinks himself into a stupor, and the lassie here gets the short ends of it. Not having that. He's getting a paddling once I get my mitts on him. Okay. Can I go inside? Please? Please? Can't shoot my way in. No. It was worth a try. It wasn't worth a try. It was a waste of bullets. Okay, I'm just going to go around and start talking to people. They say the apple don't fall far from the tree. Been here for 2 hours and nothing. Get ready for this one, Sean. Bring it on, Jan. I'll send her flying to the top of Spiro Tower. Go on, Brianna. Say hello to the mister. She's quite shy, you know. It's a great night to make love. Don't you think? Sir. Okay, so I need to get into Thin Lizzy. How do I get into Thin Lizzy? Thought I was talking to someone I'd spoken to before, so I skipped through it, but I missed the first part. But either way, I think this is who I need to speak to. Listen, I'm looking for Red Rourke, you know? You Irish boy? Well, started drinking whiskey at 10, so I'm thinking that qualifies me. Ha! Take your gander at this gas man. Good one. But all true Irishmen know I serve its army and fight for its freedom, you see? I don't really participate much in politics. I just need to find Red. Well, I happen to know the wee Protestant myself. How could I know you're not one of Her Majesty's loyal subjects? You see me wearing a diamond-patterned shirt, checkered pants, going out my way to be cordial and polite? Same way I know you're not. We both have calluses from pulling our trigger fingers instead of holding a teacup handle. I'm going to go for that. I know the way you work, boy. But if you want face-to-face with Rourke, you'll have to do me and the lads of Nixon. Figured as much. What do you need done? Me and the lads here, we've been itching to get our hands on some downright fierce weaponry from the last war, to support the cause and give us a leg up on overthrowing these snot-faced bastards. I don't mind contributing to smashing a few T-sets. Where can I find this weaponry? Weapons we want are under the fatty wing of Papa Levere. We've been trying to get close to the deal, but the Cajun drives a hard bargain. Who is this Papa Pilar? Papa owns the Porchester's scrapyards. Uses the business as a front for arms trafficking. Any idea how I can get some leverage on it? My advice would be stopping by Manuel Tenro's butchery. The butchery? Bang on. He's a regular customer at the meat, me. Absolutely adores the owner and has a fierce love for a good slab of beef. That's all we know so far. So, I'm just supposed to walk up to an arms trafficker and offer him a steak for a whole crate of automatic weapons. Well, he really enjoys meat, you see. You manage to bring him a nice steak, you might get on his good side long enough to catch a whiff of the weaponry. And with any luck, you'll get yourself a nice treat. A shotgun, a flamethrower, maybe even a fleuret. I don't know what that is. You gotta make Liam Walsh happy, boy. Guns, steak and drugs. An autobiography. I'm a satisfaction guaranteed kind of guy. Don't you worry about it. Okay, so, well, that's the other side of the city. I am on my way. I really like this. I'm liking like the smooth jazz in the background. It'll be interesting once the shooting inevitably starts, what the combat's like. So I'm guessing, because considering I have a dash, that's something I'm gonna have to use. Ah, cool. So just pressing the right bumper is like a quick shot, whereas right trigger, actually you draw your weapon. That is one steady stream of piss. Bullets. Oh, I can't get to them. Glonk. Let's go get some sweet meats. Good evening. Glad to meet you. I hope you're happy to meet me, mister. I go by Sousa. Mr. Sousa. What will it be then? I'm still not sure. As good old Jack the Ripper would say. Let's cut to the chase. Is it for you or a gift? Gift. Why? Oh, it makes all the difference in the world, my friends. You can tell a lot about someone from the cut of meat they choose. Which brings me to another question. To whom is the gift destined to? Is it for a friend? Family? Need to impress the boss at work? As for the owner of the old scrapyard, I've been trying to negotiate with him for some parts, but it's been a tough sell. Ah, Monsieur Lebeur, you mean? I know him well. A man woven from tough cloth, and a shrewd businessman. Lucky for you, I know just how to help. Great. But it so happens I lent my sharpening rod to the owner of Sunidio's restaurants, and I simply cannot even begin to cut Monsieur Lebeur's order without a properly sharpened knife, I'm afraid. Oh, can't a guy ever catch a break? I could see about getting that sharpening rod back, if you'd like. No way, see where this is going. No, we'll do it. Well, we need it, so. Oh, that's very kind of you, Mr. Sousa. Please understand that Monsieur Lebeur's cut of choice is extremely special, and the most expensive in the world. It must be tended to with the greatest of care. The world's most expensive meat. What price range are we talking about here? 250 chips. But for the kind act of returning my sharpening rod to me, and the recipient to which the meat is destined to, I'll sell it to you for the low price of 125 chips. Why did I not say 125? Good lord. Okay, so who should I speak to regarding your sharpening rod? Just ask for Mr. Mag Easter, the restaurant's owner. Tell him Manuel Tenro, the meat mine hunter, sent you. Okay, so that's nice and close by. How very kind. Good evening. Would you happen to be Mr. Mag Easter? The one and only. Welcome to Tenedios. Mr. Easter, I come on behalf of Mr. Manuel Tenro, the meat mindhunter. He'd like his sharpening rod back. Ha! He might be the true meat mindhunter, but I still stand up as the true shrimp mindhunter. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You know, I can trace the profile of just about anybody by the manner they eat their shrimp. Mr. Easter, I really need to... That one there, for instance. See how vehemently he sucks and savours the juices of the head? A man of the lower class. He knows what it's like to lack possessions, and he makes the most of when he does. Oh, okay, listen here. And that lady there. Notice how she strikes the shrimp with a knife and fork? An aristocrat. Sensitive to strong odours. Oh, enough. I don't care about this dumb feud you two have. I just need the damn sharpening rod so I can get out of here. Alright, easy. Here's the rod. I was just trying to say that I know full well what you were trying to say. I can tell you're the judgmental type. Oh, what makes you say that? Because I'm the broccoli mine hunter. But I don't like broccoli. Precisely. Good day. What? Do I actually have any chips? I have 50. I don't have enough chips. What am I meant to do about this? I only have 50. Here's a price sharpening rod, Mr. Samurai. Thank you so much for your help now. Let's get going. You know, Mr. Souza, some meats are exactly like women. That's creepy. We must caress them gently, pamper, and treat them with care, so they can soften up and get their juices flowing. Well, you've made it creepier. I wasn't aware of that. Complete attention and tenderness is a must, Mr. Souza. If I ever saw anyone approach this prime Kobe beef here with a tenderizer, I would sever their hands with my cleaver. Is that the cut so appreciated by Monsieur Lebeau? Nothing less than the best. And this choice says a lot about him, you know? Fantastic. You see, Mr. Souza, this prime Japanese meat comes from the Wagyu ox's tenderloin. Interesting. The caretakers give these wondrous beasts a proper luxurious treatment. They're brushed daily and are given lengthy massages to soften the fat into the meat. They're missing is a visit to the acupuncturist. So, if you want to start off on the right foot with Mr. Lebeau, give his ego a good massage. Greet him with the blessing of the Iwa, and close with a well-intended compliment on his scrapyard. Right. Treat him with due deference. Monsieur carries a lot of weight with any prime meat lover. Anything else I should take into account? Please remember that his scrapyard first opened for business in 1932. Don't mix it up. An egocentric beef lover pays as much attention to the temperature of his steak as he does to his calendar. Very well. Also, what? One last thing. Monsieur Lebeau has a lifelong aspiration of possessing a car just like Gary Cooper's. The 1936 Duesenberg SSJ Speedster. Does he now? The heart of the SSJ Speedster is the 420 cubic inch straight 8 engine. It features dual overhead cams and 4 valves per cylinder. You are now armed with plenty of salt to season your conversation with Monsieur Lebeau. 420 cubic inch engine, dual overhead cams, and 4 valves per cylinder. Got it. Thank you, Mr. Manuel. I'm going to write some of this down because I am not going to remember this. I'm not risking it. No problem at all. Here's your steak. Okay. I mean, that cost me precisely nothing, which is considerably less than you said it was going to cost me, so thanks. Where are we going? Training yard is just up here. How marvellous. Oh, I should record my journey so far. Old number 7's starting to put the hurt on me. Clever. Been a save point right by this, so I'm assuming there's going to be some form of conversation that happens here where I have to guess correctly. Evening. In the market for some scrap. Blessings of the Iwa upon you, Monsieur Lebeau. What a place you built here. Well, thank you. Who are you? Oh, dreadfully sorry, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Horace Burnham with the Committee of Appreciation for the United States Scrappers. You first opened for business in 1932, correct? Oh, that is correct, yes, during the big market crash. Well, congratulations. Our president would like to stow upon you the Scrapper Recognition of Tenacity Award, alongside a brand new car for your efforts. Car? What car? A fantastic 1936 Duesenberg SSJ Speedster, just like Gary Cooper's. What? This better not be a joke. A 420 cubic inch straight 8 engine with dual overhead cams and 4 valves per cylinder. Ain't no joke, Monsieur Le Boeuf. You're actually serious? Push le voir. Can I see it? Our committee will contact you with further details. In the meantime, please enjoy this complimentary gift while we... Hold up! Is that a Kobe beef steak I'm looking at? Why, yes it is, Monsieur Le Boeuf. Quite an eye. Do you have any way of storing it? Oh, you just give me a couple of minutes. I'm going to take this petit baby to my house right now. I'll tie up the dogs. Do me a favour and keep an eye out until I return, alright? Oh, of course, Monsieur Le Boeuf. It would be my pleasure. That should buy me enough time to find those weapons. Didn't need to write any of what I wrote down. But I regret nothing. Also, could I interact with this stuff? No. Go. Okay, right, let's go. So I'm guessing I couldn't have wandered around here before. I'm guessing there were where he said he's going to tie up the dogs. Wonder whether if I'd have tried to go in the scrapyard, I would have been munched. Or at least, like, stopped from getting in there because of the dogs. Shotgun and a gun duffel bag. Go. Well, this was a lot easier than I was expecting it to be. Which are almost certainly about to be famous last words. Or, maybe not. Maybe I am just going to be able to walk away. With his weapons. And not a single care in the world. Okay, right, let's go back to the Thin Lizzy. What's the crack, boy? I hope you're bringing me some good news. Yep, you can start adding sugar to the Englishman's tea. Here are the weapons. Oh, I had a boy, but there was a deal then, eh? Rourke's painting Mr. Flynn's house over at the dead end. And where's that exactly? At the upper sink. Thank you, Walsh. Take care of yourself. Cool. Up and up. I wasn't here before. Good evening, Mr. Flynn. What is it now? I've got enough on my hands. Now that flipping painter ran off. The painter go by the name of Kenny Rourke by any chance? I need to talk to him. It was his name. Was effing and blind in the old service. Made a right mess of things. Ben jacks the whole paint job and then runs off with a couple of Mexicans by the sights of it. He sure made a mess here. Really seems out of it. Lucky for me, those paint footprints should lead me right soon. Sorry to hear that, Mr. Flynn. I'll go have a talk with Kenny about his behaviour. Goodbye. Tell that bastard he owes me a painted wall. You bastard. Ooh, somebody's been a naughty boy. Oh, Kenny. You're a big fella. Came after me footprints, didn't you, gack? Right where I want you. Lads, show how we greet unwanted guests in the sink to Mr. Sousa here. Well, shit. Oh. There we go. Oh. I got Mac Daniels. We've got some chips. I mean, guys, you bring in a knife to a Tommy gun fight. What were you expecting? Also, I love that this is just a steady stream of bullets. I don't have to bother reloading. Lucky stuff. Brilliant. As cigarettes, the medkits. How deliciously noir. I also don't know what the Mac Daniels does. Restores 100 HP. Take a puff for some luck. Cigarettes are lucky. I may as well stock up on some Mackie Daniels. Wow. Wow, I have a shotgun. And a hell of a lot of shells. You can handle yourself well, laddie, but You made a grave mistake coming after old Red. Kitty cat. A graver mistake would be joining the ilk of vermin like Charlie Two Angels. We can still resolve this relatively peacefully if you just tell me what you did to Officer Sullivan. Charlie's lackeys came warning how you harmoniously handled your business with El Koch. His angels. You came strolling round the bend all the way here, thinking you owned the shop. You think I'm as dim as the poor bastard at the dock, eh? You and Sullivan can both bite the back of me bollocks. Oh, you sassy pants. What am I meant to do about this? Okay, I need to heal myself. Whoa. Ah. Gotcha. Okay, dodge him until he has to... go on, hurry up and throw a grenade. Oh god, this is going to take a while if this is the pattern. Jesus. Switch back to my Tommy gun, see if that's any quicker. No. No, it's not. It's just gonna take a while. Oh. Apparently I'm boozed. I don't know what it means to be boozed, but I am, so good. Oh. As well top up the old sizzle. There we go. That took a while. I'm coming for you, Red. What? Okay. What the hell is wrong with you? Poisoned rats. Seems perfectly reasonable. Also, it seems like I have shared bullets between the Tommy gun and the shotgun, which is good. Let's go, just get those barrels and get those sweet lucky strikes. Sorry, lucky stars. Lucky strikes are actual cigarettes, so therefore it's obviously not that. They're the madmen's cigarettes. Rourke, put down the knife. Don't make this any harder than it needs to be. You think I'm gonna let a drunk ghost chaser do me in? It'll freeze over before that happens. And you have the absolute gall to bundle me in with a lot of that Guido rat, Charlie. I'll quit your bullshit, Red. Just because he paid me to bury some business of his doesn't mean we were chummy. You city folk don't have the first thing about going hungry, having our young threatened. In fact, I was the only one with enough balls to rat him out to the mayor when he started moving in to get a bigger cut of the Ipanema. What did you tell Spiro? Was that Charlie's interest in the Ipanema Club? Why don't you go ask Officer Sullivan, little cat? Too bad you won't live to ask him. Whoa. Guys, this seems mildly unfair. How are you dodging my... Oh no, that hurt so bad. Health immediately. So he cannot be hurt unless he's stuck in the wall. Good to know. Oh, he stabbed his friend. Sucker. I'm gonna just... I don't even care that I'm boozed. I need the health, damn it. I might switch back to my Tommy gun. Like, considering it's shared ammo, it makes sense because the shotgun uses 5 shots at a time, which is just... it's no bueno. Actually, saying that, Tommy gun only uses 3 shots at a time. It does like a burst of 3. Ooh, I leveled up. Right, what can I do about that? Well, I have 2 points available. Let's give them to endurance. There we go. Now we're nice and even. That pleases my gamer OCD greatly. You're really running on my last nerve, Red. My trigger finger's going to start doing jumping jacks if you don't tell me where Sullivan is. What's happened at the Ipanema? Fine, I'll humor you. It'll be the last thing you hear, though. The Ipanema's been serving as a money laundering operation. The mayor runs it. He hired me to build a cold chamber and a strongbox. The strongbox I get, but why a cold chamber? Money was coming in by the tons, and a lot of corpses were coming out. Charlie found out about that, and the whole thing turned sour when he started blackmailing me to get him access to the strongbox. I told the mayor what happened, and he made a couple of calls, one of them to the police captain. Rudinsky? Where does he come into the equation? That Sullivan lad asked me the same question. Told him us sink folk know a lot about bribes. If he decided to snoop around the Ipanema, it's likely he's sung his swan song by now. Right, I think that's enough. Now put the gun down and get those hands up. We're taking this to the feds, and if you play nice, you might just avoid old Sparky. Kenny here ain't going nowhere, and neither are you. You're gonna die here. Sir? I think not. Oh, you absolute bastards. You bastards, in fact. This was great. This was just what I wanted. I think like something like this, having voice acting would be great, but obviously games like this, there's so much speech and so much like conversation and optional conversation you can have as well as like story, that it becomes a little impractical. But yeah, I love this so much. I love this style of game. It looks like this is quite a big world as well, so I think there's going to be a lot of exploration, probably quite a lot of side things you can do, which is always good. But yeah, the combat was good. It was very this style of combat, and yeah, it worked. It worked well. I am intrigued to see more of this. I like this story a lot so far. So there's no specific release date just yet for this. It's set for May 2021, but I'm sure closer to the time they will release it, or it will just one day in May just go poof, I'm here now. Who knows? But if you want to check this out for yourself, then the link to the Steam page is in the description. If you have a game you've developed, or there's an indie game you just like playing, then let me know about it. Leave me a comment, reach out on social media, and I will play it. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, then why don't you go ahead and hit the like button, the absolute bastard that is the subscribe button, make sure you that bad boy. And until next time, love you, bye.